Welcome to Happy Hour TV. My name is Parisa and today we're going to discover another part of this popular student life of Groningen. I will tell you something about the history and the functions of AA Church, the Korenbeurs, but now the fish market. One theory claims that the fish market used to be an upstream of the AA Creek, which streams in from the south of Groningen. According to this theory, there used to be a harbor right here on the fish market, but this theory was never supported by archaeological facts. It is simply impossible to have visited Groningen and not know anything about the famous fish market, which is located in the heart of the city center. This place is always crowded, either caused by the lovely market or the popular nightlife. As the name already says, this is a place where in the old days, to be exact, in the beginning of the 15th century, the fishermen sold their catch. This is still the case on every Tuesdays, Fridays and Saturdays. One of the archaeologists suspects that the street patterns of Groningen city center is based on the ones from the Roman era. Apparently, back in those days, the fish market used to be the center of the city. The Grote Markt was added at a later stage. A lot of people don't know that there used to be a fountain right here on the fish market. Later, this was removed. Another reason why most of you know the fish market is because of this huge supermarket. Probably many of you have done groceries here and wondered why this particular building looks so historical and classic. Well, because it is historical. The name of this building is the Korenbeurs, an eye-catcher built during the neoclassical revolution in 1862. The main reason why this was constructed was to replace the smaller stock exchanges. The very first version was built in 1774 out of wood. But soon, because of the major success in the grain breeding, it needed to be replaced by a stronger version which contained a higher status. And so, the Korenbeurs became the first building in the Netherlands made of iron. The architect Van Beuzenkom designed this building with many windows and glass in order to create a light atmosphere. This light was needed in order to classify the grains. During the years, the building was also used as a gym, yet this was not seen as a satisfying function. After many temporary functions, now we do our grocery shoppings at the Korenbeurs. The Korenbeurs might not be the most striking building of Groningen, but it is the only one from this city which is mentioned on the top 100 of Dutch UNESCO monuments. This brings us to one of the most famous and distinctive buildings of Groningen, the AA Church. The AA Church is a second Middle Ages church in the city center of Groningen, built in the Gothic style. Originally, there was a chapel situated on the site of the current church. This chapel was devoted to Mary and to St. Nicholas, the patron of the bargees, who cast off the vessels at the Westerhaven. Between 4025 and 4065, the chapel was changed into a brick church with a transept. So how did the church evolve over the centuries? Here's the basic layout of the AA Church as it is right now. The very first part was constructed in the 13th century in the typical form of a Christian cross. It wasn't until the 15th century that the church got the main shape that it has today. In the 17th and the 18th century, additions were made around the church tower. In the last century, two more spaces were added. On the right side, the office of the church was built, and a store is located on the left side. Here you can buy typical products of the trade city Groningen. The church includes two organs. This organ here is the biggest one and already the third built in the AA Church. Originally, it was built for a different church in Groningen, but it was transferred here in 1815 as the other two organs were destroyed. Where I'm standing right now is called the pulpit.
This is where the minister used to do his services to the people. The box on top of me ensures that the voice of the minister does not raise all the way to the ceiling, but instead it goes beneath him to the people where they hear him clear and understandable.
Worshipping ceremonies are no longer held in this church. The tower is now owned by the municipality of Groningen. Images of the siege of Groningen in 1672 show the odd church without the top of the tower. After the war, a new wooden tower top was built. Later, on April 12, 1710, the tower spontaneously collapsed, killing 2 people. This happened at the very moment the mayor of Frankfurt was visiting Groningen. He was standing on the Martini Tower watching the odd church at the moment its tower collapsed.
From the top of the AA Church, this is the end of this episode. We hope you enjoyed your time watching and hope to see you next time again on Happy Hour TV.